What's going on, everyone? This is Delta, and in the sake of Halloween, I decided to do something spooky. And well, looking at things now, it doesn't look spooky, but from what I knew of back in the past, this game is supposed to be spooky. I mean, I didn't really follow too much up with it. I just know that, like a dating, not necessarily a dating sim, but a graphic novel in which, like, looks all bubbly, but it's not supposed to be. That's as much as I know of. I know of the whole Just Monica memes. I know of that. Kind of the ending looks weird. I don't really know about the stuff in between much because I figured I'm gonna scare myself at some point, and if it's supposed to be really dark and creepy in the middle, then that's what I'll do. So, I decided to make sure that I got OBS running correctly, and I got nothing else to say, so let's just do it. Hear your name. Noko. Noko is a very old joke that stemmed in high school. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. No, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna go chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Can't say I can relate, but you do you, pal. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Huh? You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Noko. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Not talk. This is awful. Why did I start doing this? Hehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Noko, have you decided on a club to join yet? Well, I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. That's life in a nutshell, especially after the lockdown started. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Too late. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Hey, I take offense to that. I'm trained to do things. I do work, and I have somewhat of an education. So you are not being nice. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! If I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. We all have at least that one friend that's a little too overcaring. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sawyer wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. What clubs did I do in high school? I did the art club in high school. And then I tried a little bit of the Spectrum Club, which was the sort of LGBT group. Didn't do that as much though. So I guess I wasn't really a member at that. College there was kind of it's hard to describe what the club actually was. It was kind of a mixture of like animation, comics, art, etc. And I like, things happened, and eventually I just left the group out of just, I felt like I didn't properly fit. I mean, hey, it's a whole learning experience. I have no choice to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought I might need you to... I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, What? Well, that you can come to my club. Or you... Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Oh, me. Sayori is vice president of the literature club, in case you didn't know, like me. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed to the club. She inherited the title of vice president. That's the easiest way to get anything in life, just be one of the first people. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. You care so much anyway, Sayori. Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Like promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake. Yes, let's go. Well. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. No, this is not the day. The day I did that was years ago, alright? Game, at least be more accurate to my life. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Like that's around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Noka, what a nice surprise. To the club. All words escape me in this situation. Club. Full of incredibly cute girls. Oh shit, I'm in the way. Sorry about that. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, I don't recognize. Small figure makes me think she's probably first here. Also, one who made cupcakes for Sayori. Ignore her when she gets moody. She says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, hard time keeping up. Oh well, let's meet the both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Right? Good to see you again, Noko. Monica smells. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. I was the loser kid in middle high school, alright, so everything is out of my league. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Noko. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray. Oh, excuse me. And Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica. I follow. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, it's delicious. Sayori, talking with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Am I doing it right? She's quiet. Can't help but notice her making glances in my direction. You waiting for me to take a bite? I only bite down. Icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Yeah? But you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Right. Oh. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismisses the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Carefully places a tea cup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You have a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Either, you know, you should drink tea more often. It's good for sleep, good for energy, it's good for just relaxing. Tea's good. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the litter club? Shit. You see, Sayori, there'd be cupcakes, and I figured I'd try one. Right. Great at this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. When you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages other people to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. You're such a great leader, how come you don't have enough people yet, huh, Monica? Must be hard to start a new club. Well, I could put it that way. You're evil, that's all I know. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate it. Or graduated. Right, everyone? Yeah. Do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. But I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Noka, what kind of things do you like to read? Well... Does this count? It was either Christmas or my birthday of Andy. Lovely as he is, he got me the first 3 volumes of the Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. So, thank you so much. Alright, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga, which, yeah, manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Oh, no, come on, no, go be confident about that. Manga is not a bad read. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Much of a reader, I guess. Oh, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking. I'd smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Faces the rim of her teacup. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Here he goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I have a friend just like that, and you know who you are if you're watching. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends that are actually really good into reading. I'm just not one of those people, so like it does feel awkward at times, but no, they're good people, so each their own. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you out for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. No, the fuck I haven't. I hate horror. In fact, I'm playing this despite knowing kind of like the underlying intentions, I guess, of the game. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. You're someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. The real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Hate horror. Me too, Natsuki. Oh, why's that? Well, his eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Dory sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Writing is hard. That's something that, to me, is a very, very true fact. Why don't you share them sometime? No. He averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. Confidence very hard to get. I understand how Natsuki. During that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Here's some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki. I guess it's the same for Yuri. It's the same for everyone. Like, no one wants to present. Anyway, I want to read. Aww. I wanted to read everyone's poems. I'll sit in silence for a moment. Gonna say anything? Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Doki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Noko? He smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. The Yuri might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and... Oh, they're all looking at me. Shit. Lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... So... Well... I'm senseless against these girls. I'm supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh my god. Good. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Leah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Ow. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Noko, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Can I impress anyone with my mediocre video editing talent? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Noko, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! It is almost midnight. I just finished filming the Smash video, which if you haven't seen it yet, link will be down here. There. Down there or up there. Did it. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the girls. Yuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, need to make most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. About 24 minutes, okay. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Yeah. So, what am I doing here? I pick a word. I want to write a poem. It can be dark and edgy. What was that? Broken. You already like that, I guess, because she jumped. Massacre. Okay, so Yuri like that one. Is that how that works? Or... yeah, comfort. Promise. Eat. Stars. Yuri. Load. Why? I tell him. It sucks. Stable. Distance. Mobile. Tenacious. Brief. Try. Sure. Oh, I got one for Natsuki, wow. I'm clumsy, I'm a klutz. That was Sayori apparently. One set. Oh. Again, no go. Well, I guess if that was day 1, 6 minutes, I'll stop it here for now. Just sort of anticipating when things are supposed to escalate, but until that time comes, I think now is a good time to start, or to stop, especially since it's midnight. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.